So we're in week 10.
Yep.
Week 10.
Yep.
One of us took a bath last week. Man.
One of us did.
Yeah. How'd you do?
I did great. I went 9-5 last week. I'm killing it. I'm feeling great.
See, awesome. That sounds awfully similar to my numbers. What were my numbers?
5 and 9.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Just reversed. Okay, got
it. The inverse of what I did. Yeah.
Some weird stuff, right? I mean, Dallas getting handed.
Hey, I picked the Broncos, but I did not expect the Broncos to
beat that with 5 minutes left to play.
Destroy Dallas.
Oh my God.
Destroy Dallas. Then, I know the score looked better than it actually was. But
yeah, they scored garbage points. And then the Bills. I mean,
I told you there's too many points. I told you.
There's a lot of points, but did you expect them to lose?
No, not 9-6. No, I did not expect that.
Not only lose, but only score 6 points against the vaunted Jags defense.
They are actually a decent defense, but no. I mean, geez, Pete. That was crazy. That was
Josh
crazy.
Allen beat the crap out of Josh Allen. That's
what was the bigger shocker? The Jags winning or the Bills killing?
I would say the Jags winning. I mean, Jags outplayed them. You know, every team can have a down game, but I think the Jags going out and taking care of business, that was impressive.
Yeah, it was nice.
Taught me a valuable lesson. I'm telling you, going forward, I'm going to quit picking favorites. I'm going to take points because there's still, even this week again, we got very large point spreads.
Yeah, so it's like that every week now, and I don't get it. This is never. I don't think I've ever really seen this, and maybe I haven't been paying attention, but it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
For this sustained period of time, for them to constantly have these big lines, I mean, it's just I don't know if they're just trying to entice us to spend our money with them. I don't know, but it's these are big spreads.
Big spreads. They're huge.
Yeah. Having said, we got a game tonight, right?
Yeah. So let's get into it. How about that?
Let's do it.
For week 10, let's go talk about big spreads. Baltimore at Miami. Baltimore's favored by 8.5 at Miami. Wow. Well, what are your thoughts? Because Baltimore hasn't been killing it. Let's just be honest.
They have. Obviously, they're a very good team. They're very hard to play. They're very hard to defend. However, for me, I'm going to go with my newfound discipline of when someone gives me points, I'm taking
the points. Okay.
I'm going to take Miami points.
Yeah. Even though I was talking shit, Baltimore, man. They have it for me. So I think they're that much better than Miami, but who the hell knows? It's a lot of points. I understand. I mean, that's 2-score game right there, but sometimes you got to go with it.
You're going Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore.
I hear a lot of words, but I don't hear freaking team.
Well, you hear a lot of trepidation is what you hear, but
quit waffling, man. Quit waffling and commit.
Yeah. No, I'm going Baltimore. Tampa Bay at Washington. That's an 8-point spread.
Tampa Bay's coming off a bye, right?
Yep. They're coming off a loss, so
they're coming off the Manning curse loss because Brady was on the Manning cast and went out and lost to the Saints. A lot of points. I'm going to be disciplined. I'm taking the points. I'm tired of losing. I'm so far behind you now. I got to just.
Yeah, you're getting your ass kicked, obviously. I mean, but so what does that mean? So you're taking Washington?
I'm taking the points in Washington. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. That sounds good for me because now I get to go against you because you suck. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay. I'll give the points and say hello, victory. No, I just think coming off a bye and a loss, yeah, I'm taking Tampa. All right, so next,
I switched mine from where we.
Yeah, you did switch it, but that's okay.
That's okay. I'm gonna take these points. I wasn't disciplined when we were talking earlier.
That's fine. So now we got Detroit at Pittsburgh.
Woohoo!
Detroit is getting 8 points.
That's at Pittsburgh.
It's at Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Once again, I'm gonna take the points. Now here,
we won last week because we took Chicago because they I think
we didn't think for a second they'd win it, but it was too many points, and
it was 6.5. I believe.
Yeah, Chicago covered. And I think my same reasoning applies here. Besides just taking points, Pittsburgh struggles to score sometimes, and they definitely play down to competition. And if there's anyone you can play down to, it's the Detroit Lions.
No doubt. And I believe that, Detroit does not want to go 0-17.
They set the record at 0-16. Why not break it? I don't think for a second Detroit wins here. I don't think Pittsburgh beats them by 9 or better. So I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take Detroit.
I'm with you. Probably a really shitty game, to be honest with you. I don't know what the weather is going to be like, but probably a shitty game. Let's go New Orleans at Tennessee.
What's the line there?
2.5. New Orleans is getting 2.5. I don't know how the Titans aren't getting respect by at least getting the 3-point
home field.
Yeah. Tennessee all day long, man.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I'll give the Saints 3. I'm taking Tennessee. Tennessee, no one's proved them to not be the best in the AFC, and until someone does, they're the best team in the AFC.
They just beat the Rams, man. They've beaten every good team. How long are you going to doubt them?
Right.
So,
right. This formula works. They're playing solid defense. Tannehill is efficient. I'm telling you, as good as Derrick Henry is, and of course he's a world beater.
He's amazing.
He's awesome, but that line is still there, and that line still creates those holes for Henry to be able to get to the secondary. They can do that for the other backs as well. That's a very good football team, and with a great philosophy of how to win games.
Yep,
they do.
No, absolutely. I mean, they're very underrated, and obviously Vegas underrates them, only giving them 2.5 at home. They've beaten all the best teams. What do you want? What do you want from them? What do you want? They smashed the Rams.
They did. Made them look very bush league.
So I don't.
And so right now, between them and the Bucs, Cardinals, you're talking about the 3 best teams in the league. Tennessee went out and beat them. What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you on that, which bothers me.
Yeah, should. I was 5-9. 5-9, dude.
You're awful. Atlanta at Dallas. Atlanta's getting 9. Okay, so we had this qualm last week, and I ended up winning. I'm not bragging. I'm just,
really, because
kind of subtly
here on this end, it sounds like you're bragging.
Oh, I apologize. That wasn't
a translation thing. Yeah,
I didn't really mean to, say that I kicked your ass last week, but you know, I think people know that you got your ass kicked.
Yeah. So you're
by a smarter person. Anyway, what's your feelings on this week?
Well, it pains me to have any faith in Atlanta. I didn't have faith in Atlanta last week. It cost me. Look, whether I
did, and they actually came through.
Whether I bet with him or against him, these guys find a way to screw me. So this week,
what are you looking at?
My dog. What the hell he's doing?
He's trying to get in the picture. He's like, "What the hell?" No,
he's outside the office here. He's in a restricted area. So enough about that. I'm gonna go with Atlanta again, and let's see how they screw me this week. But that's too many points. Dallas, look, they'll probably have a bounce back game, probably, because they really sucked last week. They did. But there's no evidence to show that. So until they do, I'm going to go with Atlanta. I'm going to take those points.
Yeah. So I think Atlanta's defense is not as good as Denver's defense, but man, 9 points. Atlanta, gosh, I hate these guys, and I hate that I agree with you because, man, you suck.
Yeah, I get it.
No, this is gonna be a theme throughout the video. But yeah, I'm taking Atlanta. Plus 9. That's too many points.
It's a lot.
Cleveland at New England. Half point favorite is Cleveland. Cleveland's a half point.
Bring it. The Patriots fans still have not thrown me off their train. I'm still riding it. It's been the sole bright spot I've had in the past couple of weeks has been the Patriots.
That's true.
I'm still on that train. I'm taking the Patriots.
That's true. That is your sole bright spot.
Sure. Yeah, the only ones I can rely upon. That breaks my heart.
I'm gonna hop on real quick. Probably
jump
off.
Your ass off quickly.
Probably jump off in a second.
I just lost a lot of faith when you bet Patriots. I've lost a lot of faith.
Well, yeah. So I'm going Patriots as well. I think they're a better team than people think, and obviously they've been crazy hot. So,
do you not own a comb? I was looking at you as you turned. Do you not own a comb? What goes on there, man?
I don't, but I own hair, so that's really nice.
Screw you. All right, moving on.
Buffalo at the Jets. Another huge line for Buffalo. 11 points at the Jets.
Screw those guys.
Hey, you were on that train, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the trains you were on, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, and they actually covered the first time for me on a huge spread. They actually got their ass kicked last week on a huge spread. This is a division game, man. Jets aren't, I hate to say it, they're not as bad as a lot of people think. Their defense is okay. They're starting White again.
I think he's healthy now. So
we still don't know about this kid. He had that phenomenal first game.
He looked good, man. I'll tell you that.
He looked good against the Colts until he got injured. I think second series. Drove him down, got a touchdown. He was driving again, and he got hurt. That's too many points. I'm taking the Jets, man.
Now I'm all worried about my hair.
You should be.
So, again, I hate that I'm agreeing with you, but 11 points. Come on, man. A divisional game.
Yeah.
On the road divisional game. That's way different, man. I'm taking the 11, and thank you. Appreciate it. We got Jacksonville at the Colts. 10 points to the Jags. This is very personal for me. I might get emotional. I really don't know at this point.
And wear the break your heart jersey.
Hold on. I need a minute. I need a minute.
Yeah.
No, so 10 points. I'm gonna start it off. I'm taking the Jags. I hate to say it. I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I know you want to talk.
I feel like Santa Claus, Carson Wentz, failed to give any presents last week in the form of pick sixes or turnovers. I think he misses it. He might also be distracted. His wife is very close to having a child. And he says he's going to play the game regardless of, even if she's giving birth at that time. But, if he's any kind of a dude, he's still going to, that's going to be there. But anyway, yeah, I think he's going to give up the big skin a couple times. I don't think the Jags win, but I don't think the Colts cover. I'm going to take the Jags and the points.
All right, let's move on because I know it's too emotional for me. We got Minnesota at the Chargers. The required 3 is what's going on here. So Chargers are giving up 3. I don't believe in Minnesota, man. I'm taking Chargers. My crush on Herbert. I think he came out of a little slump, and I think they got this.
I know you got the little crush on Herbert, but you need to start taking a look at his numbers. They're not that impressive. He's not having that great a year.
I'm just telling you.
They're good. They're solid, but he's not having that great a year.
But I'm telling you, the visuals, you can tell.
I get it. No,
you can tell when there's talent, right? So
yeah, he passes the eye test.
Yeah,
but the stat test is not all that impressive. Having said all that, I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah. Having said all that, I'm full of shit. Thanks.
Yeah. I just wanted to bust your balls about Herbert. I know you had the emotional thing picking against the Colts, so I thought I'd just go ahead and beat down on your man crush.
Yeah, that's not even that emotional because he'll never call me. Carolina, Arizona. Carolina's getting 10.
I've still yet to see whether Murray's back.
Yeah.
And last week.
I'm assuming he is because of the high point spread.
Yeah. And
but
also,
Darnold, he broke a shoulder blade or
they're calling it a partial fraction. And
yeah, something like that.
Panthers just signed Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Back.
What do you think about that, by the way?
Sure, man. I mean, they're not running the same offense or anything.
No, I know, but like coming home again and stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Gotta be emotional for him, right? I mean, and good on him. He's got a job. I like that. We need to increase employment here in America, so I'm happy that he's got a job. However, he's not going to beat the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's going to win.
All right, so you're giving the 10 on this.
I'm giving the 10 on this.
I'm taking the 10 just because the emotional aspect of it. Signing
this is in Arizona, yeah.
This is in Arizona, but signing the former MVP.
I don't think the Cards fans are going to give a crap about him.
No. I'm not saying.
I don't even know if he's starting, but they're not going to give a crap.
I'm not saying emotional as far as like the crowd and stuff. I'm just thinking it feels like it'd be a jolt to the Panthers team, and I don't know. That 10's a lot of points anyway. So
yeah, it is.
I'll take the Panthers and the points, even though they screwed me last week. Bastards. Let's go to Philly and Denver. Philly's in Denver. It's 2.5. Philly's getting 2.5. So Denver's not even getting the 3 points. Go ahead. I'll let you.
Dude, I mean, Bridgewater is back. Played well, not great, but played well last week. It was a defensive beatdown last week. And
it was just a beatdown all around. I mean, it was just a beatdown.
But you would remark how the Broncos defense kind of galvanized around losing Von Miller. Yeah. I think that continues. And I think it shut down Justin Fields. And I'm going to take Denver.
Yeah. Well, Justin Fields is not the quarterback of Philly, but
oh yeah,
but that's an interesting point. No,
the guy who starts in Philly.
So what I was saying was galvanizing the team last week. I think they have a big letdown this week. So that's why I think Philly is going to win with Jalen Hurts, not Justin Fields, by the way.
They're actually the same guy. He pulls double duty.
Yeah, sure.
He sucks for two different teams. No, Jalen Hurts is actually not having a bad year.
No.
But he's their leading rusher, I think, right now. That's not a formula for success.
No, I agree with you, but I think Philly's gonna, for the same reasons I thought Denver would cover last week. I didn't think they were gonna win, by the way. I'm not saying I was predicting that.
You weren't that guy? Okay.
No, I wasn't that guy.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be kind of a letdown because they beat that ass so bad last week that they're like feeling themselves a little too much this week. And then Philly comes in there and covers the spread, which I think essentially is a pick 'em. So I'm going to go Philly.
Yeah, still on Denver.
Seattle at Green Bay. This is an interesting one.
Right.
Green Bay is giving 3, like the standard 3. We don't know the status of A-Lide or A-Rod. A-Lide? What's his name?
I don't like anyone calling him A-Rod. I don't like people taking nicknames that were already made famous. Like LT when LaDainian Tomlinson.
I just called him A-Lide, man. Come on.
Yeah, when LaDainian Tomlinson wanted to lay claim to LT, no, I'm sorry, Lawrence Taylor is LT.
Fair enough.
And like him or not, Alex Rodriguez is A-Rod. Sorry, that name's taken. I just don't understand that. Anyway, we're pretty sure if Rodgers is available, he's playing, and all indications are available. He would have to still test positive. And it's been 10 days, man. At that point, I don't see him testing positive.
Yeah, I think he'll play. Wilson is supposed to be back, but he's been out for what, 3 to 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Has it been?
Yeah. So
that's a long time, man. That's a long time. He's great. I love Russell. But man, that's a long time. I'm gonna go Green Bay. Give the 3. And
yeah, I'm gonna.
It's at Green Bay, so
I'm gonna take Green Bay with the provision that Rodgers starts, but I think he does.
You don't get a provision? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. People ruling here. I get a provision. If Love plays, no.
I still. You know what? I'm not even going to take a provision. If Love plays, I still think they win by 3. So there you go. Stand by your convictions. Jesus. That's why some people go 9. Some people go 9-5. Some people go 5-9. That's just what happens.
This is Thursday. I'm making leaps of faith here.
Yeah. Kansas City at Las Vegas.
It's a Sunday night game, right? I think it's a great matchup.
I do too. Las Vegas is giving up 2.5 at home. I think man, with their crappy performance last week, now that they're at home, I always feel like, some NFL teams when they're decent, they have bounce backs. And I really believe, and Kansas City, geez, they have not convinced me of one thing that they're really good at. And they went against a backup quarterback last week, barely won. And I think Derek Carr is going to have a good day.
Been a lot of talk about Kansas City and what's wrong with their offense, even though they're winning games, but they're barely winning them. And you can tell something's wrong, something's off. A very great quarterback. I mean, I think Mahomes is one of the most talented people in this league.
Yeah,
he's
for sure.
playing very average ball. He's playing very average ball. Kelsey's dropping balls still. Yeah, I'm going to go Raiders, man. Chiefs. And what's happening, I think, is kind of snowballing, right? The more weeks they go without breaking out, I think they're feeling pressure to break out.
Yeah.
I read an article this week where Mahomes says he's still going to chuck it downfield. Like, well, that's cool. It's not working for you, but that's cool.
Yeah.
So obviously they've got this mentality where we know we're better than this, and they're getting frustrated that they're not better than this.
Right. So, and see, that's the problem. That's what becomes the problem is when you're supposed to be known as the light 'em up offense. Yeah. And now people are like, no, march it down the field.
You can tell they're pressing.
Yeah.
You can tell they're pressing.
Yeah.
Because they want to go back 2 years. They want to roll back the clock.
Yeah.
I think one thing I thought during Mahomes' MVP year was that a lot of that offense was improvisational. He's breaking out of the pocket. He has these amazing arm angles, the no-look pass, the submarine. He's got all these throws, but so much of that was predicated because it didn't come from an organic place in the offense. It came from him making plays. And I think as they try to become more conventional in their offense, those plays aren't really there.
Right.
So either you let him improvise a little bit, play some backyard football, or I just don't know that those opportunities are there. I mean, yes, occasionally Tyreek Hill, someone's going to forget about Tyreek Hill. He's going to blow past people, and that'll happen. And hopefully he hits them this time.
Right.
But in the meantime, until that happens, until they get their minds right, I'm going to division game. I'm going to give it to the Raiders because they're playing at home.
Yep. I agree 100%. Let's go.
We got a Monday night game, right?
Yep. Rams at San Fran. Rams are giving up 4 at San Fran. Bounce back game. Let's call it like it is. Bounce back game. Rams are gonna kill. This is my lock of the week.
I don't even understand this. It seems like almost like a lack of respect to the Rams. I mean, yes, they lost, but man, San Francisco sucks.
Yeah.
They've got quarterback issues and offense issues that they've got a long time to fix that. They got decent defense. Again, we talk about Bosa here every week, and deservedly so. But Von Miller, I would imagine, is going to play this week.
Yeah.
And it's going to make a difference. I see them blowing Jimmy G up. And
blowing them up, blowing them out. Blowing them up, blowing them out.
Yeah, an underrated aspect of Von Miller's game, because I watched this guy for years, is his run defense. He gets all the credit for the sacks, and that's awesome. But he's a great run defender.
Yeah.
So, I just don't know what San Francisco is going to do to score against the Rams, and the Rams are going to score this week. They are.
Yeah. To me,
points is nothing.
To me, this is not even close. I don't envision this should be like a 10 to 15 point spread, to be honest.
To me, I feel like it should be at least a 10-point spread, right? It should be at least a 2-score spread. I mean, it should be.
Because Rams are coming back. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, so maybe that'll mitigate some of the.
Well, my wife's favorite city is San Francisco. She loves it. I hate it because the weather in San Francisco. However, they don't play in San Francisco. They're outside of it. They usually have pretty steady weather patterns.
Yeah, they're in Santa Clara.
Yeah. So they don't get the cold rain that San Francisco does. They usually get pretty decent temperate weather. So I don't think weather is usually a big deal in San Francisco.
I'm just throwing that out for.
They had that weird weather event. I forget what they call it, with all the rain in the Pacific Northwest and stuff. But that's not there.
Yeah. So I don't even think this is close. This would be my lock of the week if I had one. Rams all day.
Yeah, Rams. So got a game tonight that should be a fun one to watch. Look forward to it. Got a full slate of football on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to that. And I think we're done here, man.
I think we're done here.